5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up? What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use. We are live at the #1 internet radio station, intellectualradio.com. I mean, I heard of it. Intellectualradio.com. We're always streaming 24/7, and I can guarantee you it's a topic that you would like to talk about or hear about or get suggestions about. Following me today, we have Rhythm Flow Radio. She features artists. She features all kind of things. Rhythm Flow Radio with Katie Lowe at 4:45 every Tuesday. We have The Drive at 5 with Mr. Roman Morrow. He does politics. He does authors. He just does a variety of things. And he comes on every Monday at 5 p.m. And he always have interesting guests. And he has all kind of topics. And he's very intellectual radio. He has a lot to say. So tune in and check him out. We also have, if you're having relationship issues and you need some help with your boo or your boo-boo or your significant other or your ride or die or your king or your queen or your boo thing, check out He Said, She Said with Wanda B every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. They have a whole lineup on Sunday, so you could just grab your favorite coffee or drink or beverage and just check it out. And yours truly, Making Waves with Miss Darcy, right here on intellectualradio.com every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and my anniversary is coming up. So I want you guys all to join me on my anniversary show. Stay tuned for details. It's going to be on a special day, on a special time, and I want you all to share it and tune in for some guests, some surprises, some games, some giveaways. We just gonna have a barrel of fun. So stay tuned for that, and I'll let you know when that's going to air so you all can be my virtual co-host. I'm super excited. So we have a whole lot to talk about today. We are going to end 2020 with a bang. We've all been going through so much with 2020, with COVID, with the vaccine, with the virus, with wearing masks, with shelter in place, with all of these different narratives, all of them, right? But today, we're going to tell you how, if you have a product, service, or brand, you have a business, you're getting ready to launch a business, you're leaving a 9-to-5, entering into your own business. We're going to talk about how to end 2020 with a bang, because it's time. It's time to end it with a bang. We're going to also talk about how to move forward into the first quarter in ready mode, in beast mode. So I need you to call up a friend, text a friend, Instagram a friend, tweet a friend, and tell them to get tuned in right now to this candid, intellectual candid conversation right here on intellectualradio.com. We're talking 7 streams of income. Tuesday is your day. No more excuses. Get out of your own way. We're going to talk Tuesday thoughts. Get out of your comfort zone, drink D-flat Tommy water, and an array of topics. And then I have 2 special guests that's going to be joining me at 10-2. And I want you to listen to what they have to say in their own words. And they're in the studio, and you will see them shortly. So we'll be right back, but please share the broadcast. You're listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy. Back in a moment. Turn it back up.
Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on IR and iHeartradio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darcy.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the death pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this.
Get American Express.
And someday, I may even use it on the move.
It's a boss. Oh, so you're going to play length, traveler checks, sorry, you think that works?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, you're tuned in to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeartradio station guaranteed to feed your brain. So we have an array of topics we want to talk to you about today. The first, I just want to say today's intro show is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. They make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. And I think they have done that. They are very addictive. And you have to watch the calories just a little bit with them, but they are delicious. And so they have several locations. Hopefully one near you. Let me give you the location so you can check them out. So they have one right here in Hillside, Illinois, and that address. Hold on, my laptop want to act crazy today. I ain't in the mood for it. Don't even try it. So they have one at 110 South Manhattan Road in Hillside, Illinois, 17815 South Halsted Street in Homewood, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and Block 37, which is at 108 North State Street. Today, we're going to try this again. We're going to go out with a bang, remember? So we have these gift cards here, compliments of our new sponsor, Wal-Mart, and hopefully someone can take these home today. We have 2 of them. So hopefully we can get 1 or 2 winners. And the number you're going to need to call is 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. And I know we're going to get a winner today. So I'm going to tell you what time to call in, which you need to call in at exactly 12:45. At exactly 12:45. And you have to recite the phrase that pays verbatim, word from word. The phrase that pays, here we go. Your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. Again, the phrase that pays, your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. If today, remember 12:45, if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Smiles and laughter, joy and cheer. New happiness that stays throughout the year. I hope your birthday brings you all these and more. Filling life with a surprise and joy galore. Happy birthday. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you, to the Mr. and Mrs., to the King and the Queen. And I'm wishing you tons of love, laughter, memories, and an abundance of financial blessings from Making Waves with Miss Darcy and crew. Please do me a favor and share this broadcast. Oh, here go my girl. Hey, Loretta. Loretta said hello. Hi, Loretta. Loretta, if you need any Mary Kay She is your go-to person for Mary Kay. Loretta, let us know how to get in touch with you if we want to purchase Mary Kay. She will send it to me and I will put it on the screen for everyone. But she is your go-to person if you need Mary Kay. Her name is Loretta, and she will let me know. She's going to post it in the comment section, and when she posts it, then I'll repost it. So, you know it's time to end 2020 with a bang, right? And so how do we do that if we have a product, if we have a service, if we have a brand? Well, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about how to end it with a bang and how to move forward with it after we end it with a bang. So we're going to talk about that. And so the first thing I want to talk about is that right now, we've been going through so much with this vaccine. And a lot of businesses have been taking a toll, right? We've been going through different things with the vaccine. People, we are sheltered in place, so we don't have the networking events. We're not able to go to large events. And it's when you say end 2020 with a bang, it's something begins and it ends, right? It begins or it ends with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, or success, right? But it starts with our mental mindset. We have to decide if we want to end it with a bang. It's going to take more from us to do it. There are so many ups and downs in the holiday season. Sometimes people have lost loved ones, or they're alone, or they've had something traumatic happen right before a holiday, and it is kind of uneasy. It sets uneasy with them. So we want to pray for those individuals. But there are so many opportunities that make us want to step out of our comfort zone and do things we've never done before. So whether it is to maintain our weight, or it's to lose a couple of inches, or to tone, or to work out, or to create a habit, a positive habit, or to avoid credit card debt, or to pay off credit card debt, these are goals that don't need to cast. These are goals that we need to work at all the time, not just the end of the year or the beginning of the year or because it's a holiday season. We do have to be conscious of our time now that we're living in a pandemic. We have to make realistic goals for 2021 and understand that the life how we knew it prior to March 16th will no longer exist. So if we're making goals, and we're making goals with the way life used to be prior to the pandemic, then we're not being realistic. We have to make goals based on this subpar normalcy. I call it a subpar normalcy. So right now, this is something like what we're going to be dealing with for a while, right? This is not going away. This is going to be with us for a while. Now, nothing gets you down more than failure after failure, but you can fall down. But like I always say, we have to get back up. I did exercising. I did hula hooping. I did a 20-minute routine, a 30-minute routine, did it consistently for 30 days and then fell off the face of the earth, then came back and did it again for 2 weeks and then fell off the face of the earth, then came back and did it for a week and then I stopped. So I have to be consistent. That requires the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. And so we all have our struggles. We all have to work on things within us, and we all know what those are. So with this is exhausting. We're already washing our hands, hopefully, but now we have to wash them more. We have to wear masks every time we go out. We have to practice social distancing. We can't have a lot of people going in and out of our house because we don't know where they've been and who they've been around and who those people have been around. You know the saying about falling off a horse? It applies here. It's time to get back on. And the best way to do that is do an assessment right now in the next day or two. If you have not already done it, do an assessment of what you want your future life to look like, because the way life used to be, that no longer exists. Every year I do a wrap up of everything I've done, of everything I did, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, what I need to improve on. Because my saying is I'm getting better at being better every single day. I'm not perfect and I will make mistakes, but my goal is not to make the same mistakes over and over again. So here are some of the things that we all can do as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as men and women, in relationships, in friendship, in business, with our children, with our family. The first thing we want to do is list all of your accomplishments. Now, take pride in your accomplishments. Let's say you had 10 things you want to accomplish in 12 months, but you only accomplished 4, or you only accomplished 2, or you only accomplished 5. Every time, everything that you accomplish, pat yourself on the back, clap for yourself. If nobody else claps for you, you be your own cheerleader. Make sure that everything you accomplish and that you feel proud that you were able to accomplish it from beginning to end. If you have not done that, then take the time to do that before the new year happens. I promise, if what you have accomplished and what your goals are for 2021, you have to be present. You have to write them down, not in your mindset, but you have to write them down. That's the very first thing we all should be doing. If we have not done it, we should do it. The next thing we want to do is ditto failures. So you may be hurt for a little while because you fell down. I'm upset. I'm not upset. I take that back. I'm disappointed I didn't continue my workout routine. When I was doing my workout routine, when I was exercising, when I was doing my hula hoops, I felt better about life. I had this extra energy. I felt good about myself. Not that I don't feel good about myself, but I even felt more, it's like almost like I had that walk. Like I was like, hey, here I am, right? So we have to get back on what works for us and what makes us feel good. And so I think we all have to do an assessment. We're not going to do everything that we want. Some of us may, but some of us may not. But if you fall down or you made a goal and you didn't reach it, you still have time to set new goals and re-reach them. You can still do it, right? It all starts with us. Remember, I talked about this last week. It starts with us. Nobody can bring us happiness but us. No woman or man can bring us happiness but us. But once we are in love or we love ourselves, then we can show other people how to love us. And then that's a bonus. I look at that as your soulmate, your helpmate, all of that. That's a bonus because now you have someone to share your life with, and that you come in with issues, they come in with issues. But it's that you put those issues together and you work through them because nobody is perfect, right? Because I know God sent Elliot to me, and I pray for him every single day because I know I'm hard to deal with. But he works with me. We take the good with the bad. Forget you, producer. I'm not going to tell y'all what he did. So we have to work on ourselves. Nobody is perfect. Write down what you want. Don't just say it, but acknowledge it by writing it down. And then look for your friends and family to support you. There's no blame game. We want to use opportunities. We want to use circumstances. We want to take control of our goals. One of my goals is to purchase property. And so I just can't up and get all nilly-willy and purchase it. I have to set myself up financially, make sure my credit is on point, make sure my bills are paid down to where they need to be paid, make sure I have sufficient amount of money in the bank. And so I'm working on all of those things so that I can accomplish those things. I'm not just saying I want to purchase property and just bam, I just purchased property. It's a process. It's a process. We have to do our best 1 day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time. Because guess what? We all have the same 24 hours, but it's what we do with those 24 hours. You may say, oh, she's doing all of this or he's doing all that. How is he able to do that? He wrote it down and he's dedicated, disciplined, and determined. She's dedicated, disciplined, and determined. Own your own failures. It's nobody else's fault but us. And even if someone had a part to play, it's still up to us to bring it back the right way. We have to own who we are, what mistakes we make, that we're not perfect. We have to forgive ourselves for the choices we make. Because I can tell you one thing that I've learned over life and in time is that where I'm at now, this is where I'm at because of the decisions that I made in my life. It's not because this happened when I was raised. This is not that I grew up in Cabrini Greens, or I didn't have a mother, or I didn't have a father, or one was an alcoholic, or one was on drugs. The decisions that we all make in our personal lives is a reflection of where we are today. And so if we don't like where we are, then we have to make better decisions, right? And so A lot of people do vision board parties for the beginning of the year. Whatever decision you make, be happy with the decision you make and the results that come with it. Be happy with the decision you make and the results that come with it. We have to take personal accountability for the decisions that we make. Everyone woke up today and decided what they were going to wear, what they were going to eat, what they were going to wear to work, what they were going to put up with and what they were not going to put up with. Whether they're going to take the same route to work or a different route. Whether they were going with women, whether they were going to wear makeup or not, whether they're going to wear jewelry or not. Men, whether they were going to wear gym shoes, boots, flip-flops with socks, whether they was going to wear a hat or not, whether they was going to wear a scarf or not, whether they was going to wear their glasses, whether they were going to comb their hair. We all make these decisions every single day. And then you have to decide what you're going to eat for breakfast, if you're going to have breakfast, what you're going to eat for lunch, if you're going to have lunch or skip it, if you're going to have dinner, if you're going to cook it, or if you're going to eat out, you're going to purchase something from the restaurant. Do you have enough money to purchase something from the restaurant? If you need gas in your car, do I get gas going to work or coming back home? All of these are decisions. And guess what? We make these decisions every day. Every day. So as we approach the end of 2020, when I say go out with a bang, we want to be eager. We want to be excited by setting goals for the first quarter. We want to go out with a bang, finish strong, but then set ourselves up for the goals that we're finishing strong with to set ourselves up for the first quarter. And so some people just set themselves up to finish strong and don't think about the first quarter. Because when you finish strong, guess what? A day or two later, we're in the first quarter. It's just that fast, right? And because of COVID and the virus, a lot of people may have had a good year and they may not have had a good year. But guess what? They can turn, this is the time to turn it around. And you could be like me where you say, I'd be glad when 2020 is gone. But what we have to be thankful, those who are still here, we have to be thankful that we made it to here. Because a lot of people didn't, for whatever reason, whether it was COVID, illness, depression, diabetes, high blood pressure. Because we are still here, God is not through with us yet. So we still need to be thankful for where we are. Even though our goals are not where we want to be, we got to be thankful that we're still alive. We can still see, we can feel, we can think, we can chew, we can see, we can walk, we can talk. And most of us are still in our right mind. So that right there, if you got a place to live, you should be thankful. If you got food that you can cook and put on the table, be thankful. If you got light and gas, electricity, you should be thankful. If you have a car, we should be thankful. I'm telling you, it's just that serious. It's coming down to the wire. Because guess what? The government doesn't care about us. We have to care about ourselves enough to make sure that we are financially secure. Another thing I want to do in 2021 is learn about stocks. So I'm slowly learning about stocks and IRAs and how you can buy penny stock and turn it into hundreds and thousands. And, you know, I'm learning about E-Trade and, you know, and all the different stocks. So, you know, Oprah sold her shares of OWN and people were complaining about that. That's Oprah's money. I could care less. If she happy, if she like it, I love it. You know, so now the Discovery stock is going to go up, right? So you have to look at things, and this is an opportunity time for us to get in where we fit in. Either way, it's important to realize that everyone goes through challenges over the course of 365 days. Heck, this year has been will go down in history as an unforgettable year. But we can defeat COVID, we can defeat the virus, we can decide if we want to take the vaccine, we can jumpstart the first quarter. Don't prolong your goals, write them down, don't procrastinate because time waits for no one. So here are some things that I suggest that I'm going to do to end 2020 with a bang. And maybe you may have some suggestions. If you have some suggestions, please give us a call here at the studio. I would love to hear how you're going to end 2020 with a bang and what did you like about 2020. So the first thing we want to do is start. So if you have not started, then start. Don't wait for the new year to get here. Create the new year right now. Start right now. Today is your day. Today is your day. Use it as an opportunity to get ahead of the rest of the world. Don't wait a few weeks. Don't wait for the first. Don't wait for the second. Don't wait for the third. Do it right now. Imagine being able to achieve your goals in the first quarter because you planned ahead. How does that sound? Okay. Then the next thing you want to do is let go of the past, the way life used to be, because this is the new norm. Maybe this year wasn't as nice as we would have liked it to be, or we would have imagined. Nobody knew about a virus or a vaccine, at least we didn't know. Whatever has happened has happened. We have to let it go. There is no going back, and we cannot change what happened. We can't redo. We can reinvent, but we can't redo. The past is just what it is. It's the past. Don't let what happened in 2020 steal your 2021. Don't let what happened in 2020 steal 2021. Ask yourself, what can you learn from 2020? The challenges we have all endured, the positives and the negatives. We want to stay positive and test negative. What are some of the things you can do right now to turn it around from the past? What can you let go right now today to clear your mind and your soul to get ready in the next 2 days? We want to look at the goals. What goals we didn't attain, what goals we did attain this year? What can we change? What could we fine tune? It's forcing us to take a look at ourselves, our expectations. Do we have the strength, the desire, the determination? Are we energetic, right? You know you can't paint Rome in one day. So we have to have realistic goals and set them. I'm working on being on time. That's the struggle for me. I still get up early and I'm still running and I can't rush. So I have to work on me. And so I'm doing good because the last couple of things I've had to do and be somewhere, I've been doing it. Now, will I do it for the next 370 days? I don't know. That's debatable, but I'm starting, make it a habit. Once you form a habit, then it's part of who you are. So the new year is here in a couple of days. We're coming to an end. Whatever sales, whatever goals, whatever timeline you have for success, it's time to refocus, readjust, work even harder than you did in this year for the next year. Last but not least, you have to have a game plan, right? You can't just have it all up here in your mind. You have to have a game plan. What am I going to do different right now that I didn't do? What am I going to change for my product, service, or brand? Oh, hey, Cheryl. Cheryl has a show. What day Cheryl show? Fridays? Yeah. Fridays at 7 p.m. You have to check out Cheryl Sinstrong. She has an amazing show. She keep it real. She keep it 100. She tell it like it THI is. So you have to check her out. She also has a passion to feed and take care of the homeless, and she makes sure they have the essentials. If you would like to contribute to her project, contact Cheryl Sinstrong. Her name is on the screen. Please support her. I will be supporting her efforts and her project in 2021, and I'm suggesting that you do the same. She also said, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you, Cheryl. And check out her show on Friday. She also said that we definitely fall down, but we must get up. Absolutely 100%. We all fall down, but we have to get back up. And it's okay to fall. You can fall 100 times, but get back up 150 times. So it's okay to fall because we're not perfect. And if you meet somebody that's perfect and always judging you, tell them to look in the mirror. Tell them to look in the mirror because they're not perfect. And my coach, Tawana, I have to make my appointment with her. My coach, Tawana, said hello, everyone here at Intellectual Radio and all our viewers. Thank you guys all for being my virtual co-host. I really do appreciate you all and sharing. Make sure that you guys call in the next 12 minutes to win these Wal-Mart gift cards, compliments of Wal-Mart. Now that we're going to finish with a bang, make sure our goals are realistic goals. Make sure we write them down. We can get them up here, but we got to write them down. When you write it down, find one of your friends that could be your accountability partner to say, did you do that? Did you do that? They may not call you every day, but maybe once a week to make sure we're on point, right? And I'm going to tell you something. Exercise is so crucial right now. I was at the doctor yesterday. All my levels, all my blood work, everything is on point. He said, the only thing that I recommend for you to do, Darcy, is to exercise 30 minutes a day. You can do it in increments of 10 or increments of 15. But I need you to exercise. If that means walking up and down your driveway, walking up and down your back steps, walking up and down your basement steps, or walking through your house, we have to exercise. We don't want arthritis. He named something else, rheumatoid arthritis and some other form. We have to exercise our bodies. I know I'm not gym. My body ain't gym ready. So that ain't it. But I do have a hula hoop. I have a mat. The mat is still in the paper, never been used. I do have the restraint. So I just have to get my mindset wrapped around that I have to do this on a consistent basis. A consistent basis. And there we go with the three D's. Write this down: dedicated, determined, and disciplined. And so I printed them out. I'm going to put them in my bathroom, in my bedroom, and in the kitchen. So every time I see that, it's reminding me what I need to do. Because we fall down. But like Cheryl Sistruck said, we can fall down, but we must get up. We can't just stay there. We just can't fall down because we're going to get run over. So we have to get back up. But let's make some realistic goals. Let's support one another. Let's be supportive of one another. Let's have positive conversation. Let's have uplifting conversation. Let's check on our loved ones, especially our seniors. Let's check on our neighbors. If we have coworkers that are up in age or have underlying issues, let's send them a text, a quote, a phone call, an email, just to say hello, how are you? Do you need anything? I constantly check on my neighbors to see if she needs me to get her something from the store. And she may say no, but sometimes she says yes. We just have to treat people right now, people the way we want to be treated. And so if we want somebody to think about us, guess what? We will be a senior one day. And we hope and pray that our children or our grandchildren or our nieces or our nephews will be there for us. But if not, we have to reciprocate. We have to treat people the way we want them to treat us. That's in friendship, that's in relationships, that's in business. And it's not easy, but we have to at least put forth the effort to try. And so if the virus has taught us nothing else, we need each other. We need each other. We have to be supportive of each other's businesses. And so if you can find somebody's project or support them by sharing what they have, if they have a sale, if they have a promo, if they have a website, we just have to do more. And I'm going to work on doing my part. And so I hope that everybody else will do their part, because it's a collective effort. We have to do this because we cannot rely on the government as we have. The government is arguing about $600. $600. We were given $1,200 in March or April, and it's 8 months later, and they're arguing about $600. And now your president, notice how I said your president, is trying to say we should get more. That's an insult. But will the Republicans agree with it? They're supposed to vote today. They're supposed to vote today. So we have to help each other, support each other businesses. If we can't support them financially, then share what they have on our pages, on our groups. That's support. That's support. If we just share what they have, if we can't do it monetarily, we can support by sharing what they have. And that is my ultimate goal. If you know somebody and they're in your friends group and you're not with them 24/7 and that's their birthday, tell them happy birthday. And so Katie Lowe has shown me that, because she do it for everybody. If she can, she shares it. And that's something that we all should be doing. I'm telling y'all, if we didn't wake up for COVID, then I don't know. I know there's still hope, but right now we have to support each other. We have to work to help each other. We have to check on each other. The government is not going to take care of us. And if that's what you're waiting on, the government is trying to get rid of programs. They're trying to get rid of Social Security. They're saying Social Security is something that they've given us. Social Security, we earned that. I earned that. I worked. So it's not a benefit. They want to change Social Security to a benefit check. It's not a benefit. Anybody that has worked, the baby boomers, we earned that money and then some. So it's not something that it's like a benefit. We earned that. Katie Lowe also says one of the things that she liked most about 2020 was the election of President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Yeah, that set a record. And so I'm excited to see what they do. I know it's what they do. I know it's not going to be easy. They're going to be left with a whole lot of things they're going to have to do and work together. But we have to at least give them a chance. And I'm supporting them and I am rooting for them. Oh, hi, Deborah Vines. Deborah Vines said hello. She is the executive director of autism. And that's her flight. She's supporting autism. If you don't know about it, Google it. She's the executive director of autism. And so that's another project or something that we can support in 2021. And so we got to put forth an effort to support everybody. Make sure you're working on your old goals before you start new goals. So if you didn't finish the old goals, finish your old goals first and then work on your new goals. Then you want to try to find more time in your day to work on your old and new goals. And if you need help, guess what? Ask for it. If you need help, ask for it. Create a game plan with what you're going to do and then just do it. We still have a few more days, so don't waste time, don't fret, just get focused. And then last but not least, we want to have fun while we're setting old and new goals. We want to have fun. Don't forget to enjoy life while we're making a living. We want to enjoy life. You don't want to give up. You don't want to sit back and relax either, but you want to have a balance in life, relationships, and in life. You want to be able to celebrate your holidays with your family, but you also want to enjoy activities because that's your outlet. You want to be able to prioritize your goals. And then if you want to work Monday through Friday, or a couple of days through the week and have the weekends for your friends and family, then do that. But what you want to do is make sure you practice self-care. You need self-care. Self-care is not selfish, it's important, and it's crucial. If you need to get your hair and your nails done, of course, you got to practice social distancing and wear the mask. But you might want to I know some people who are saying they're learning how to do their own hair, do their own nails, do their own makeup. You know, they're doing more shopping online. I know somebody that said they bought a sewing machine and they're taking sewing classes online. So there are so many things COVID is teaching us to be self-sufficient. It's teaching us how to save more. I don't have a large cleaning bill. I bought stuff that I can wash my delicates in the washing machine. I have more time for family. I have more time for self-care. I have more time to spend with my family who are older, my seniors, and I'm learning from them. You know, we always Google about things that happened in the past, but if we go and spend time with our great aunt, our grandparents, if they're still living, they can teach us about life and they can teach us about history because they lived through it, right? And I think that's the best Google you can have, is to get the information from your family. So if you're not enjoying what you're doing right now, whatever it is, whether it's a job that's stressing you out, whether it's your business that's not going, you want to pray about it first and then work on ways to do something different, right? But it all starts with prayer, because you can't do nothing without God. So I hope that you are praying about it, and I hope you're taking time to build a closer relationship with God, because I don't think none of us would have made it without him. So that's what I want to say. So here's some quotes to go out with a bang. 1, a little progress each day adds up to big results. Number 2, with the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. And that's by Eleanor Roosevelt. Number 3, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So that has to do with stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something different. Number 4, when you think of quitting, always think of why you got started. And guess what? Even if you're on the right track, you can get run over if you just sit there. And that's by Will Rogers. So my favorite one, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. That's my favorite one. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. We also have to be strong to stand alone. We may stand for something and nobody else is supporting us, but we believe in it, then we have to stand alone. But we have to be smart enough to know when to ask for help. And we have to be, say that again. We have to be strong enough to stand alone and smart enough to know when to need help, and then brave enough to ask for it. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. And that's by H. Jackson Brown Jr. Either you run the day or the day runs you. And that's by Jim Rohn. And last but not least, if it's important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. Nelson Mandela said it best. It always seems impossible until it's done. So as we approach the end of this year, go out with a bang, go out with a plan. We want to enter a phase of reflection. We want to look at our goals, be thankful for our highs and lows. We want to see things the way they are and not what's in the past. And we want to change that. We want to change what the past is and move to the future. Get rid of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Take it all in, breathe, and then reach for success, right? So we don't want to beat ourselves up about the goals we didn't do. We want to work on doing them. We want to adjust our expectations. We want to learn. We want to grow. We want to move forward. So I want to share a couple of things with you on how to move forward for a successful new 2020. Before we do that, we'll take a pause. And I think it's 12:45. When we come back from the break, the phrase that pays, 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. You're listening to intellectualradio.com. We're streaming 24/7. We are guaranteed to feed your brain. And please do me a favor and share the broadcast. Back in a moment.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95.
Are you still having them come in or no?
They come in right now.
Make it happen.
Come on, Chloe and Gianna. Chloe. Gianna, y'all come on in. Come this way. Come on. Come around this way. Sit right here, Gianna. And Chloe, you sit where the white t-shirt is.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff. American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Get your hand off your face. With the curl. Do this. Oh, just pull it up to the mic. That's all you need to do.
You ready?
And play these last two.
Are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's favorite, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't just wait it.
Denny's Big Burger Bash, with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
It's 2 for $5, coming at you live.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you?
To the pressure all of Americans watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Hey, and the foul. You're gonna lose when you mix it. Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5, only at Burger King.
Welcome back. See how I'm like the dream of genie? I can leave and come back, and we have guests in the studio. And so I'm going to have them introduce themselves, say your name, and how old you are.
I'm Gianna and I'm 6. I'm Chloe and I'm
12 years old.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So before I ask them some questions about COVID and e-learning and how they feel, we're going to get a young perspective. Wait, they're going to get a young perspective. Remember the number to call in to win the gift cards, compliments of Wal-Mart is 708-223-8953. Again, that's 708-223-8953. So, Gianna, what grade are you?
in kindergarten.
You're in kindergarten. Wow. Katie Lowe said COVID-19 taught her how to reset and rethink finances. Oh, that's very important because I'm saving more now. We don't really need to spend as much as we do. You are absolutely 125% correct. And Chloe, what grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade.
You're in 7th grade. Okay, pull your chair up so you don't have to keep doing this. So Gianna, so you have to wear a mask now when you go places, right?
Yes.
So how do you like that? Do you like wearing a mask every time you go to the store or outside?
Yes, but it's like you have to leave it on the whole time. Like when you stay long, you have to leave your mask on.
And how do you feel about that? Do you like keeping it on for a long time, like when you're in the grocery store? Do you like wearing it for a long time?
No, because sometimes I can't breathe in my mask.
Yeah, and it ain't comfortable, right?
Yeah.
All right. Chloe, what about you when you have to wear your mask for extended period of times? How does that make you feel?
I can't really describe it, but I don't mind it because I breathe like normally. But there's gonna be times where like it can be really hot in the summer, and this happened when we started to like when it was a bit warmer outside, like in August. It was still kind of like really warm, and it got really kind of hard to breathe. So like even when I'm outside walking my dog, my mom tells me to wear a mask because COVID doesn't only come from people, but it's also like kind of around us in the air. So you still really have to be careful.
So what do you guys think about the virus? I know you probably heard your parents talk about the virus, and the virus is scary, and that's why we have to wear a mask and we can't be around a lot of people and things like that. How do you guys feel about that?
There's a lot of sickness going on, and people have to wear the mask if they have to go somewhere.
And how do you like that? Like you can't have a bunch of people come visit. How do you like that? How do you like that? Do you like that or no?
No, because I can't hug my friends or my cousins.
Okay. Chloe, how do you feel about the social distancing and not being able to wear the mask?
Social distancing for me is like really easy because even when people are like too close to me, even like if we're in public or if I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna be like, whoa, slow your roll, Buster. But I don't. It's the people you have to watch around you because there could be like people really close to you and you don't know who they've been around. I go with my grandparents still a little bit, but if I've like traveled somewhere where I know like to the mall, I have to wait a few days because like I don't know who I was around. All the people at the mall for like Christmas shopping, I don't know who they've been around, and it's just a big loop. It is scary because me going back to school in January, when COVID first started, I was like crying my mom. Like I hadn't seen my grandparents for like maybe 3 months by then. And I usually see them like every weekend, so it's definitely a big change. But I learned that I have to keep them safe and their health does come first. But I do like call them on a regular basis to see how they do.
Very good. Spoken from a 12-year-old. She hasn't seen her grandparents in 3 months, but she wants them to be safe. And so we can take a lesson. We can learn from a 12-year-old because we have a lot of hard-headed adults who still want to party, who still want to hang out, who still want to go without wearing a mask. And this is coming from a 12-year-old, unrehearsed. I didn't know what they were going to say, but it's coming from a 12-year-old. So Gianna, so you're doing e-learning online. So you're no longer in the classroom with your friends. Do you miss being in the school with your friends?
Yes, because I have some friends in my first school, and I didn't see them for a long time.
So you miss them?
Yeah.
Do you like having school online, or would you rather be in the class in the school?
I'll be in school because I love my teacher, and I really miss her because I haven't seen her for a long time, and I really miss my teacher from my old school.
Okay, Chloe. How do you feel? Because I talk to Chloe like every other day about school. I'm not gonna even tell y'all when she texts me back. But Chloe, how do you feel about e-learning?
I don't really like it.
Why not?
I'm so used to being in school where it's like you go in classes and you do learn. It's something about just staring at a computer screen for ongoing 6 hours. Like being alone in a dark room for 6 hours straight, just staring at a screen. I don't like learning from that, and even though in-person school we're probably not going to be like using paper, we're going to have to carry our Chromebooks around, our backpacks around. I'm just so fine with that rather than staring at a laptop screen for like an hour for each class and then having a 30-minute lunch break. But I don't think that there has been definitely confirmed, I've talked to a lot of my friends about this, they have all kind of stopped talking to in-person people because like all the in-person people kind of do forget about e-learners because we're just on the like smart board and we don't get to kind of interact as much as they do. We don't get all the laughs that they do and such. So I do think that some things have affected them. So my grades personally haven't been as well as in school. So, and that goes for a lot of e-learners too. They don't like staring at a screen just by themselves at home for 6 hours. We get distracted by so many things rather than having somebody right there to keep us intact and focused. So when people get distracted, they like kind of lose focus from what they're supposed to be doing, and that kind of blurs out what school we're doing. So yeah, a lot of things. So that basically does affect us, but I know that my education does come first over my like technology, my friends. So me going back to school is definitely going to be an improvement with some grades and hopefully for others too.
But you're an honor student, so going back to school, do you have any doubts or are you worried about going back into the school with the mask and being surrounded by all the other young people and worried about whether they were social distancing at home because you won't know? Are you worried about that at all?
I am a little bit worried because I don't really know what people's going on at home. Some like long distance family members could have COVID and you never know what could happen. But I know as long as I keep myself like separated from my friend group and if I see them like kind of not social distancing, then I should speak up and be like, yo, like this at first everybody was like so happy. We got out of school, like our school went on lockdown for the first time like back in April. And from there we just never went back. And so like they think it started off as a joke and I don't think me being in 7th grade, I don't really think that some people see it as like a pandemic. Like sure, they might think that, it's safe enough in Indiana to go like back to school, blah blah blah. But no matter where you are, like you have to like social distance and you have to keep yourself safe and your others at home are safe. Like I'm gonna go back to school and my mom goes to work, so I think like I can't always be like near her too. So when I go home, I just I'm gonna start taking like showers as soon as I walk in and still social distance for my mom because she's been around different people, I've been around different people, and those two just don't mix.
Awesome, awesome. Coming from a 12-year-old, my niece. Oh my goodness. So did you guys have a nice Christmas?
Yes.
What did you get, Gianna? What did you get?
I got a bunch of Barbies and I got a dream house.
You got a dream house? Wow. So that means you were a good girl, huh? You got some good stuff, huh?
Yes, and stuff. And my mom got me something, and my brother and sister, and my auntie.
Okay. And who else?
Those people.
And who else?
Peppa.
Who else bought you something? You missed two people. Who did you miss? Who did you miss?
Chloe.
And who else? And who else? All right. So Chloe, I know one thing you got that you like lost your mind, but what was your favorite gift that you received?
My favorite gift wasn't actually given to me on Christmas, but it was a part of my Christmas gift, and I did get it a little early. I got a dog in either October or kind of at the end of August.
And what kind of dog?
He's a Jack Russell Terrier mixed with a Doberman.
And how old is he?
He's 4 months old, and we've had him for maybe like 3 months.
And what's his name?
His name is August, but we always call him Augie.
And having a dog or a pet is a big responsibility, right, Chloe?
It really is.
Okay. And what else did you get? It was like almost in tears about.
I was in tears. I got my new iPhone for Christmas. I know that is
iPhone, and what else with it?
iPhone, AirPods, and a phone sanitizer.
I never heard of phone sanitizer. I'm gonna have to look into this. She has a phone sanitizer for her phone, so I have to check that out.
Yeah,
but yes,
my mom she's gonna start telling me like use it like probably 3 times a week to get them both going. She's going to work. I'm going to school, and in her office there's probably only like 8 people in there, but in my school there's probably over 200.
yeah. So I'm gonna be praying for anyone who's going back to school. So Chloe and Gianna, for people who don't want to wear their mask and follow the directions that's being said, what would you say to them? Because we don't want to get sick and we don't want to die. So what would you say to people who don't want to listen?
I would say put your mask back on because this virus this corona will get you sick, and I don't want that to happen because I feel bad for other people.
Very good. Spoken from a 6-year-old. Chloe?
Stop being hard at it.
Oh, that's it in a nutshell. That's it.
I would also tell them, like, you know, it's a global pandemic going on. There's millions of people dying and millions of people losing loved ones, getting sick. Like, the reason why, like, America has probably some of the highest COVID, like, I can't, what's the word?
The highest pandemic, the highest rate of people losing their lives because of underlying issues or not practicing social distancing.
Right. So the reason why America has all of those things is because of people like that. They just don't want to listen. America compared to, I think it was another country. I forgot what it was called. New Zealand, I think. They don't have to wear their masks besides going on public transport. Everything basically over there is normal because they went on lockdown and they were supposed to. They were really strict. They wore their masks and they're staying safe. And you see us over here having to fight for our lives every day and worry about other people and what they're doing.
I think it's selfish. I think some people are just being selfish and only thinking about themselves. But I want to thank you guys. Do you have any advice that you would like to give to our viewers before we close out? Viewers, you have exactly 2 minutes because we're going to be shutting down. 708-223-8953 to win these Wal-Mart gift cards, compliments of our sponsor. You all have any advice you want to say to our viewers?
Yeah.
What you want to say?
I'll say Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Chloe.
I just want to say, this pandemic situation is not a game. It's not like where it's not a video game. We don't get 3 lives. We only get 1. And I do get people who say, oh, right, we only get 1 life. We need to live it. But you also need to live it with, style and safety. Like, you can be lie, you can do whatever you want as long as you're safe doing it. Like putting yourself and others before you is coming to this pandemic situation. Don't think about yourself only because there's so many other people that are around you that you could have COVID and you don't know, and you're standing 3 centimeters away from somebody at Walmart in the makeup section.
Very good. Very good. Okay, go ahead.
I want to protect my family because I love my family and I don't want my family to get sick. I don't want my dad to get sick or my mom or my sister or my brother because I feel bad for them.
Thank you. So, out of the mouths of a 6-year-old and 12-year-old, we have to practice social distance. We have to wear our masks. We have to watch large gatherings. So I want to close by saying that 2020 has been a year of uncertainty for all of us. And if it's taught us anything, like Rhythm Flow Radio host Katie Lowe has said, it taught us about finances, how to save more, how to live with what we have and not live above our means. We also should have learned a lot about ourselves over these past 363 days. We should recognize what matters to us most, which is mostly family and friends. But we have to use precautions and we have to work on strategy and changes and challenges for the coming year. We want to be aware that all businesses need more resilience. We have to adapt to society and go not go against the grain and just do what we have to do to keep our businesses afloat. We have to find new strategies and new ways to exist and coexist, ways to stream our businesses using social media platforms. We have to learn how to shift our operations as much as possible, change the scope. We have to change the narrative. We have to find ways to create a lasting experience with our customers and clients. And we have to learn how to strengthen our relationships within our relationships within a man and a woman, within your family, within your friendship, within your children, and also most of all with your customers. So we have to use more digital marketing, social marketing. We have to change our content to provide value to our customers. And with this ongoing pandemic, we have to find ways for payments, for everything. We just have to use new strategies and step outside our comfort zone. We also have to work on our weaknesses, which we all have them. We have to figure out a way to be proactive and not reactive. We have to figure out how to way to continue to build multiple streams of income, prepare ourselves, embrace ourselves, practice social distancing. We have to use the 3Ds, be dedicated, all of us, be determined, and most of all, be disciplined and find a way out of this pandemic because it's still going on. We have to also decide if we're going to take the vaccine, if we're going to take it now, or we're going to wait till they get all the kinks out. For me, I'm going to wait till they get all the kinks out, and then I'll take it. But my only question regarding the vaccine is if we take the vaccine, which is a two-part, taking the vaccine, we still have to wear our masks. Nobody is saying that when you take both vaccines that you won't have to wear a mask. Nobody is saying that you won't get the virus if you have both vaccines. Nobody is saying if you get the vaccine and the people you live with in the household don't get the vaccine, are you still a carrier? So these are questions that I want someone to address. I have wrote into CNBC and MSNBC, and I have not got an answer. Nobody is commenting on those questions. Because if you're getting 2 vaccines, I think it only protects you that if you come in contact with someone who's a carrier, your body will fight. It won't develop it. But you don't know if you're a carrier. If you got both vaccines, you still got to wear the mask. You still got to practice social distancing. You still can't be around a lot of people. So the only thing that I think it do is that if somebody is a carrier, your body will resist it. That's the only thing that I've gotten, and I could be wrong. So that's what I've gotten out of watching the news, that's really all it does. If it does something else and I'm misinformed, please let me know. But that's my interpretation. So my final thoughts is life. Live your life. Everything you do in life, the decisions you make is only what you make it. The best is the best. The best is yet to come, as they say. If somebody wants to achieve their goals, which will be myself, or their dreams, right, sooner than later, then you got to put the time in, you got to put the work in, and you got to put the effort within that 24/7. You got to leave all your excuses behind, accept change what is, refocus on your game plan, hold on tight for the 2021 ride, because it will be another ride, and live your life right now on purpose for a purpose. No more waiting, no putting off tomorrow what you can do today. Take control of your life, your finances, your business, and make it the best 2021 that you can do. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. Please share the broadcast, and I'll let you guys know about my anniversary date and time, which is full of surprises, and I can't wait to share that date with you all. So please watch social media. It will be posted. It's coming up in the next few days, and I'll let you guys know. Thank all my co-hosts, my virtual co-hosts, Loretta Lorraine Rogers, Cheryl Sinstrup, my coach Tawana, boss lady Katie Lowe, and who else? Deborah Vines. Thank all of you all for being my virtual co-host, and my family. My niece, Chloe, for her take on COVID and e-learning, and my granddaughter, Gianna, for her take on COVID and the virus and e-learning. I want to thank all of you all. Please be careful out here. Please be safe. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs, and that could be me, or that will be me. Thanks for tuning in. Share the broadcast. Until next time, have $1 million day. I'm going to take you guys out with my son's song that he created. He created the lyrics and the beats, Tristan Nicholas Vance, and the name of his song is called Colors. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all want me to break it down for y'all? Do y'all want to see me break it down? Y'all want me to stand up? Bye-bye.
That's one smart little girl right there, boy.
Talk like